What has this pandemic been like for you, both as an individual and as a CEO?
And that definitely benefits the latter in a lot of ways. I feel like, our team had to be more like deliberate about how we got together. And you feel that affection and that love and camaraderie of being part of a group when everyone is separated and you're part of that group, you're having Zooms together, you're still working on stuff. It feels nice. So many amazing experiences and challenges over the years. And, coronavirus was one where in many ways we saw benefits because a lot of people are stuck at home. Laptop sales started to rise worldwide. Kids needed tools for remote learning. So our business saw a lot of benefits. At the same time, a lot of the work we do is like design and development, which is good to be together in person to do that. But now that we are sort of coming back into shared spaces, we have even more appreciation for that. I think it just improves your communication skills. It improves your ability to separate your personal world from your work world because you're forced to when you're stuck in one place. And coronavirus also improved our proposition in a lot of ways because people are looking for new tools. People are able to communicate new tools and are interested in new tools. And that's what we provide. In a lot of ways, it's been good for us despite the obvious negative cultural effects, the negative effects on the world in general. We should find the silver lining. We should take this opportunity to re-look at a lot of our systems and how we organize and how we teach and how we move around through cities and how often we go to meetings and how often we travel. Like, let's take this moment to recenter ourselves. And I think that's what I felt I did personally. I think our business did too.
Being in the tech industry, what do you think is the biggest challenge to it? And do you think what is being done is actually enough?
I think the tech industry has benefited in a lot of ways, because more people are spending more time on devices. I think some businesses that are suffering are businesses where it's becoming more and more apparent that their technology services are bad for your mental health, like the social media companies. Those more and more data is coming out that the more time you spend on those, the less happy you are. So I think the fact that people were stuck at home and had more time on their hands and weren't, squeezing in an infinite scroll in between meetings or in between commitments reminded them of how nice it is to sit across a table from someone and talk to them face to face or talk to them on the phone or, talk to them through Zoom even, which is more intimate than scrolling and texting and status updating. I think that's a big challenge for those businesses, but that, it's good that challenge is being faced because there are a lot of brilliant minds at companies like that are spending most of their time, their genius, optimizing performance ads. And I think that those geniuses could be better used elsewhere. Companies like ours, hardware and computing companies, have benefited in a lot of ways because the more time you spend at home, if your kids are at home, the more devices you need and the more new kinds of devices and new kinds of learning technologies you need. So there's been pluses and minuses for technology in general, but I think overall the virus is only going to accelerate the transition to a more digital way of living.
All right. How's Kano adapting to the challenges, remaining resilient as a business?
I think we're adapting by staying focused. There's a lot about what we do that is very well suited to the current moment. The fact that we sell a very affordable device. Economies are going into large depressions. Consumer spending is down. We need more affordable, more sustainable technology for economies in recovery. And that we've always aimed to make, really affordable product that can be maintained and upgraded. So the fact that the coronavirus hit, plus what we'd already been doing, has just given us more confidence in what we are doing and more of a zeal to focus on it, get it right, and perform exceptionally well in all of our capabilities, from product design and development to operations, logistics, and distribution.
Fantastic. While there are already measures being taken, how do you think Kano is helping in fighting the crisis?
We're teaching kids who are stuck at home. We're allowing parents to provide their kids with devices that they can learn on. If you're stuck out of school, like more than 1 billion students are now, and you don't have a computer, you're effectively excluded from the classroom. And a lot of homes don't have good, reliable technology computers that can access the internet and and run the kinds of tools that modern classrooms require. A lot of those tools run on Microsoft Windows. So we're providing affordable computers for kids to learn on from wherever they are. And we're providing, software tools that allow them to be in class, even if they are not physically in class.
What do you think would be the long-term impact of this crisis on companies like yours? And what do you hope to happen?
I want us to take this moment to seize the opportunity. I think that's where we are. I think we're in a place where already, even before coronavirus, people around the world were dissatisfied with structures of power, dissatisfied with the design of their digital technologies. Now this virus has hit, people's sort of stasis or like malaise or pattern matching has been shaken up. Everything's been sort of shaken up. People are ready to look at things in a new light. And that new light can shine very brightly on new solutions and new ways of doing business. And I think that's what, Kano and C Group are really bringing to the table. A new kind of computing solution, a new way of interacting with distributors and suppliers, a new way of talking to parents and talking to teachers to really provide them with, what they need, whether private or public schools, whether rich or poor students, provide them with what they need to survive and thrive in this new normal.
Look for those technologies that can really help you make that shift from a business perspective.